they made this distinction, and then they, for a while, the theory was that the midbrain is the association of the brain part of emotion. Brain takes over the function of our lower chakra organs, right? That's for coordination. So, midbrain is very important to recognize in some sense because there is this automatic action. Since you raise the subject, we might as well talk about it a little bit. Now, I didn't say it, but this you already know. The neocortex is associated with thinking, right? If we have to say brain is a computer, where is that computer located? In the neocortex. Neocortex is the part which makes mental representation. Brain is a computer of sorts which makes mental software. It makes memories of mental meaning. So we can think of as neocortex is the thinking apparatus, and then we think of the limbic brain, which takes over the functions of the low chakra organs, like the anus, the sexual organs, and then the organs of sustenance. Brain controls it. What does that mean? So take the emotions connected with that. Take the emotions, low chakra emotions, like take the anus, rooted. So these organs, if they are connected with rootedness, groundedness, then if we are not feeling rooted, what will be the feeling that I'll experience? I'll experience fear. Now notice why the brain was discovered, because in the brain, if a stimulus comes, and that stimulus is a fear stimulus, then the stimulus comes to a region of the midbrain called thalamus, and then the stimulus could, in principle, and should have in principle, go to the neocortex. Why I say should have, that is an explanation. And then it should come to where the response is called amygdala. And then it goes into the motor part of the brain and motor action. Okay? So normally we expect it to be with the neocortex. Why? Because the neocortex is the place where conscious awareness comes from. The subject is the result of the tangle hierarchy, right? And the tangle hierarchy is in the neocortex. There's no doubt about it because it's the neocortex which is connected with awareness. If the neocortex slips, then we are not aware anymore. We are not separate anymore. So having the hindbrain or the limbic brain does not guarantee that it will work. This is why animals are really different from human beings. This awareness of the eye, we know that does not exist in a cow. It only comes like you have to be at least a chimpanzee to have that eye awareness. These experiments now are quite well established. So neocortex is very, very important, and the ability to distinguish the eye comes from the ability of neocortex to have a tangle hierarchy and giving us that collapse of the possibility into actuality. But, hold on a second. But neocortex, involving it, also involves thinking. Because neocortex is also the place where the representations of the mind is made, that computer aspect of the brain, that's also in the neocortex. So the neocortex is producing the eye experience, but it also is producing the thinking experience. So naturally, the I that exists, Descartes is not completely wrong. I that exists is always connected with the thinking. Tiger comes in this room. If the thinking gets there, it will become very inefficient from my action. If I have to think, oh, is this tiger a friendly tiger or is this tiger a violent tiger? Is the belly of the tiger full or is the tiger hungry? How long does it take to think like that? Right? A lot of time it takes to think like that. So the body has a built-in capacity of bypassing. Suppose this doesn't happen. Instead, thalamus directly goes to amygdala and produces pedagogy. So body is built into it such mechanism of bypassing the neocortex. Before we are even conscious, we have started running because we know otherwise we cannot survive. It's an innate capacity that we have. And now neurophysiologists have discovered, yes, there is such direct connection that bypasses the neocortex. Flight or fight response that comes from a tiger. Why is this so important for us to know about? It is very important for us to know about because mind has created brain circuits, similarly automatic, similarly bypassing the neocortex because it's just a circuit. And we have made not only a tiger the object of the fear, but simple people that we are afraid of. A boss, a tyrannical husband, or just a human being who looks different. And immediately we become afraid. We start running. We need to have that capacity. Or if we cannot run, it produces huge amount of stress. It gives the body an activation of what we call the sympathetic nervous system. And immediately all this stuff that we call mental stress become activated. Why? Because mind has given the wrong thinking that this person looks different from you and therefore is dangerous. How many times have we gone into that feeling? Because a person looks, he has a big beard, is strong, and therefore we become afraid. He may be absolutely lovable creature, and oftentimes they are, but we interpret them as a fierce creature. The same thing as the way that evolution makes us interpret the tiger as an object of fear. The mind got into the act in some time in our evolution of the mind. And that's where much of our stress arises. So why is it important to know? All these things become understanding. We begin to understand that not only we have produced the bypassing as a result of evolution, but also have produced such bypassing the bypassing the thinking apparatus by having emotional brain circuit, negative emotional brain circuit, which already has interpreted other regular signals, stimuli as fearful stimuli, just because mind traditionally has given us this particular association. So then we said, was immediately that particular circuit which said, oh, this is danger, oh, this is fear, and action becomes automatic. As soon as we have an angry relationship with somebody, just the mere presence of that somebody will make us angry. Have you noticed? In that way. So how can we help from ourselves from reacting like this? By understanding and then by practicing. Practicing what? Practicing slowness. What do we call the practice of slowness? Meditation. This is why. What is the present? What is the present lesson from mind-body physician? All of a sudden, meditation has become a very major tool for combating the effect of stress. The reason is that the meditation slows us down and therefore helps us from the tyranny of this negative emotional brain circuit that unnecessarily activates this bypass of the neocortex. Because if we could think then we would think, no, that's my assumption, that because this person looks like this, therefore I'm reacting. Because there's a certain thing in my brain that says that, well, if a person looks like that, then you must be capable of this. No, that does not follow. It's not people. If I don't approach with fear, the reaction may not at all be fear. So this is the reason we are learning about how our body reacts to a particular stimulus that arouses feelings, emotions. And as we understand our negative emotions, we can also understand that part of the organ, the upper part of the body, is connected with very positive emotions, positive feelings. For example, heart we have already mentioned, there is the throat, there is the brow, and there is the crown. What is the significance of this chakra? This is a great subject. What is the significance of the throat chakra? What is the function of the throat chakra organ? It does not take a genius. Many of you are musicians. Why do you like to play music? Why do you like to sing? Just do it. Now I have a very simple line that I often sing when I am in distress, and it immediately opens my heart. What is the mystery of that? I'll sing it for you. How I love you. Sing with me. And you see how your mind or heart beat into. How I love you. How I love you. Spread out your arm. How I love you. How bathtubs are beautiful, aren't they? Bathtubs are beautiful because they are made out of ceramic tiles, and we are even smart. We save the brick from the water splashed regularly, putting ceramic tiles on the brick. And ceramic tiles are wonderful reverberators. This is a phenomenon that's called repeated reflection. And this repeated reflection produces a strong voice. Like my voice, which is not very strong, becomes wonderful in a bathtub. So I stand in the bathtub and spread my arms and I think, how I love you. And my heart opens. So can you. It's simple. It's simple. To travel in the open heart, all you have to do is to go to your bathroom, stand, let out, and sing. What happens is that the throat chakra is activated, and that is related to, Chinese discovered it a long time ago. These organs are not separate. These organs are connected by what they call meridians. We call them nadi in Indian language, Sanskrit. So these nadis are connecting the organs of the organ of the navel to the organs of the heart. These organs are connected to the organs of the throat. And when we activate the throat, not only the heart opens, but this, if you do it, if you do it for a time, you'll notice that the spot between the brows, that becomes active. You know why women wear bindis? Many of you don't have anymore. You have a little bit. Who has a big bindi? Yeah? Ah, there, good. Wonderful. That's a bindi to wear. Why is she wearing it? Because her brows perhaps get very active and she feels warm. This is the discovery of the bindi. You know, Indians are very smart. This is a very ancient culture. So what we noticed as puberty, little girls who are little, all of a sudden had enormous intuition about love. You know, that's when our organs become active and we find that, well, we have love in our heart chakra organ, that we feel, and the V-naught distinction just goes away, and we feel love for people. And so this Rab chakra is very active in young girls, other love, because girls are taught to support that feeling. You have to take care of your parents, you have to take care of little brother, you have to take care of, not sexual love so much in India. We have never encouraged that. It's a spiritual society that we tried to build anyway. Now it's all breaking down. But that's even better, because we have a big family. We always did, and even now we do sometimes, although not everybody is so fortunate. So what happens? Girls are all of a sudden taught, just reached puberty, 12, 13, and they are taught, oh, you have to take care of your little brother. You have to do a little cooking, and you have to, other love. This is where the heart chakra becomes active. And with the activation of the heart chakra, too much activation, the brow chakra becomes active. So people are so smart that they said, well, put some sandalwood powder. That's how it started. And then the sandalwood powder got replaced by beautiful powders, red vermilion, which is actually quite bad for health because it has mercury in it, but we didn't know that it's pretty. So we started using vermilion in this, and then that converted into windy. That's a recent thing. We